What do you believe, and what impact does that belief have on your life? It's the Think Your Reality Podcast, episode 16. Hang on, here we go.
Your destiny is by your design. Getting what you want in your professional life is gained by following a series of steps created by your mindset. Are you ready to start the journey? This is the Think Your Reality Podcast. Here's Mike Sims.
Hi, it's Mike Sims, and this is the Think Your Reality Podcast. And as always, I would be remiss if I did not take a minute and thank you very, very, very much for allowing me to be part of your day. I am grateful for it beyond belief. So speaking of belief, as far as your goal, if you don't believe in what you're going after, I can tell you emphatically that you will be knocked off course before a real obstacle hits. You will not fake it and make it. You have to have belief and faith in what it is you have chosen to go after in life. You have to have it committed to your head and your heart if you're really going to venture out and get it. Faith in the face of friction. I had to practice that a couple of times before I brought it to you. Faith in the face of friction. Here's what concerns me. People sometimes abandon their life's dreams because of monetary needs or family or work, and I get that. Life will definitely get in the way sometimes. If people are unable to see it for themselves, it's highly unlikely they will see it for you. Whether asked for or not, people render an opinion, and it's more often than not an uneducated one. And this is faith in the face of friction. Some people are going to put up some obstacles for you in the attempt to help you. You have to be very, very careful about what they're saying. You have to value it or devalue it and have faith in the face of friction. Guillermo Marconi was once threatened with being committed to an institution for his beliefs in wireless transmission of sound. Of course, what we know now as radio. Interesting. This threat came from his family and his friends. Be very, very careful from whom you're taking counsel while on the way to your dreams. We've touched on this in the past, and I really do believe it needs to be addressed again. And this is what I want for you. I need you to disregard that you make mistakes. In fact, what I would prefer you did is make a lot of them, because within those mistakes are lessons to be learned. Seriously, you need to learn from them and move on. This kind of touches on the critical decision point that we covered in a previous episode. Mistakes are made by those in progression. They're simply a part of the plan. Okay? Devalue them and move on. If you don't make mistakes, you simply stand there. And you will. You'll never make an error. Just stand there. The problem is you'll also grow roots. When your faith is tested, and it's going to be, you need sources of inspiration when times get a little difficult to get you back on course. So here's my question. What are you allowing to influence you? Who are you listening to? Who are you reading? See, books, podcasts, hint, hint, wink, wink, music, and other successful people's life stories will help you stay focused with the attitude of, if these people did it, so will I. And interesting, when you anticipate down feelings, you devalue them. They're going to come. It's okay. You've expected them. They have a lot less impact when you anticipate them. They have no more power because you've come to terms that they're part of your success story. It's when you get to the critical decision point, as we discussed in episode 2, that's when your change comes. When an obstacle hits, it doesn't knock you off course. You go over it, around it, under it, or through it. But at that critical decision point, when you decide to make another attempt at your goal, that's when your change comes. And then is when you see the very tangible payoff from persistence. When you practice the 180-degree theory, think about it this way. Most people are in the masses, and they go with the masses, whether the masses are going in the right direction or not. You're practicing the 180-degree theory. You're going after that which most people wouldn't have the audacity to go after in their lives, and I applaud you for it. When most people fail, they abandon the path. The successful person employs resiliency and makes another attempt while learning the lesson of the perceived mistake. Resiliency can come, and it should, when others need before your time conflicts with your vision or your morals and ideals. You have to politely and persistently say no. And this can be difficult depending on the relationship you have with these people, aka friends or family members. Resiliency means staying the course. It means holding on to your values, your goals, your objectives, your ethics. It's okay to play a supporting role in someone's life, but not at the expense of your dreams. Resiliency often comes from being able to consult with a like-minded person. And this is something that Think Your Reality is going to bring about very, very soon. Think Your Reality is the company that owns and produces this podcast and is committed to forming a community online where like-minded people can share ideas and inspiration to the benefit of those in the group. I'll have more information for you soon on it, but it's coming very soon, and I'm very excited for you to be a part of it. I read that there are 4 components of resiliency: honesty, humility, flexibility, and patience. Honesty with yourself and others. You have to be honest about what you're going, why you're going after it, and how you're going after it. And as far as others, whether they're on board or not, you have to be honest with yourself. If this is what you want, this is what you must do. Humility. You're going to fail in your quest. It's okay. Pick your head up, pick yourself up, and continue, period. Rub some dirt in it and get on with it. How about this for a mantra? I may not have hit the mark this time. I will. It's coming. Let me read it to you again. I may not have hit the mark this time. I will. It's coming. Your subconscious mind hears that, and it will help you continue on the path. The most successful people the world has ever known did, and so will you. Flexibility. Remember, the road to success may change. The destination will not. You've heard me say that before, and I will continue to say it because it needs to be planted in that head of yours. The road to success may change. The destination will not. And keep in mind this as well. The road to success is always under construction. You're always making assessments. You're always making adjustments. Assess and adjust as needed. Focus as required. And then, of course, there's patience. You have to be patient in pursuit of what you want in life. Look at this analogy. There is more technology in the pocket of a middle school kid now than NASA had available to it in 1969 when man walked on the moon. Patience right now is a virtue, and it's almost completely gone. We have an on-demand lifestyle, an on-demand world. When it comes to something of value, of your goals and dreams, you have to be patient. Just stay the course and reach the goal. My name is Mike Sims. This is the Think Your Reality podcast. You've heard me say it before. I'll go to my grave saying it. Have an absolutely awesome day. You deserve nothing less.